Day one of training camp is in the books for the Chicago Bears. How many signs of concern was there? And did the offensive line and more importantly, Nate Davis look good in the first practice? We're going to talk about it all plus more right after this.
Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. Steve-O, Haize, we in the building today. Steve-O, first day of training camp is in the books. And while there were some definitely positive things to come out of training camp, there were some concerning things as well to start it off. Let's start off with the bad, right? Let's get the bad out of the way. That way we don't have to focus on it too long. Still some injuries there. Braxton Jones looks like him and TJ Edwards suffered something in training camp, and Matt Eberflus said it's nothing major. They both are close to being back at full speed, but they didn't make it out of the first day of training camp completely without any injuries. Nothing that I'm too necessarily concerned about, but how do you feel, Steve-O, about starting off training camp with some dings on the first
day?
Day?
Pads on. It's football. It happens.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It shows that you came in with attitude. So, y'all came into play, in my opinion. Like, if you are already throwing your weight around and you coming up a little dinged up, that's what happens in practice, especially against teams, especially against a defense that's like that. So, to see somebody like TJ Edwards, who we know gave out massive hits, and also he took his share from running backs as well. Yeah. And we already know because with the O-line, they're probably the most physically wear it out by the end of the season more than any position in the league. So, yeah, like you're gonna be dinged up, but like I said, I'm glad that he clarified and he spoke up today, showing that as a coach he is getting better with the media and speaking publicly. That he's definitely telling us more things that we need to hear. So, that it's not a big thing. So you already know this team is a very reactionary town. So you got to be blunt with us, and being blunt with us is cool. So I'm not worried, and I like the sound of it, to be honest.
Yeah, and the Kieran Amagaje, who we already knew was on the non-injury list. Gerald Effort's on that as well. Matt Eberflus stated that they both could be back any day. They're not battling anything serious, so that's a good thing. Rome Odunze also was excused from today's practice due to a personal reason. But like I said, overall, nothing too crazy there, so that's a sign in the right direction. One of the big things that have been a concern for a lot of Bears fans here recently has been Nate Davis. Well, Nate Davis was a full participant in practice today. Matt Eberflus did reiterate that he is the starting right guard. Steve, I mean, you haven't got a chance to talk a whole lot about the whole saga with Nate Davis and, Bears fans being understandably concerned because we just haven't seen enough of Nate Davis since the Bears gave him that fully guaranteed contract over 3 years. To hear that he's fully healthy, he was a big participant in practice today, which is another thing that people have said before about Nate Davis, that he may just be somebody that doesn't necessarily like to practice. How does it make you feel to hear that Nate Davis was a full participant today?
It's good. It's a good start. I'm kind of like trying to chalk it up as in last year was just a bad year for Nate Davis. It's just like if you pay attention to his time in Tennessee, he didn't really have a career that was spotty. You didn't really hear things of he didn't like to go to practice. For the most part, he was there. So I'm kind of just gonna chalk it up to last year. It was just an unfortunate year. A lot of stuff happened in his personal life, and he couldn't stay healthy on the field. So, but we did see flashes of him being good in certain games. So
exactly,
I'm glad that he's here. He's one of the main people last year that wasn't here at this time. So like for him to be the first one here, I think he heard the noise and he knows what's being said about him outside of the locker room. So I think he made a point that he's gonna show up. But I think that everybody on this team know how important this year is. So I think everybody coming to play.
Yeah. Reportedly, Caleb Williams made an exciting play, probably the most exciting play in the first day of practice today, in which he, Javon Dexter, shout out to Javon Dexter, another player we're looking to have a big season from, swatted a pass. Caleb Williams caught it and then got a nice amount of yardage and ran. As a matter of fact, it seems like Caleb Williams has had a really good first day of practice, saying that he was decisive, commanding that huddle and things like that. He had a nice side arm throw to Keenan Allen. He also got passes to DJ Moore at the end of the end zone for 15 yards. It was a missed one, though, but overall, really good play there. It seems like the two players that stand out so far in training camp have been Javon Dexter and Caleb Williams, which is two of the players that I'm excited to hear having good training camp so far.
Yeah, we've been hearing about, especially Javon, how like they realized the work and the type of work he was putting in the off season. You can see even the transformation in his body from this time to last season. So like, and I've been paying attention to his workouts as well. So like, he's getting a lot quicker off that line, which is one of the big things we want him to get good at. And to hear that against a team, a player, a quarterback like um Caleb, who can be very decisive, for him to be decisive today and him to get a swat on it, it's showing us that he's getting off that line fast and he's beating the coverage. So and that's got to be pretty quick for him to swat it, and he's in close enough vicinity for Caleb to catch it to take it for how long he
That's a fact.
did. But yeah, I think I'm most excited about Dexter. I think everybody, when you hear him talk, I think TJ and Tremaine talked about it even in the press conference yesterday. Like, he's one of those people everybody expecting to take a step next year.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna keep my eye on him. And yeah, Caleb just being Caleb, and I think that's something I just don't want him to lose. Yeah, we this team has put together enough for we don't need you to be the Caleb we need you to be in the future, but we want to see them flashes, and we don't want you to take away from your game, but you still being decisive like he was today. Decisive, but yet you still seeing Caleb Williams today. That, if you get my drift.
Yeah, I no, 100% agree with you on that one. Like, you are very much so getting Caleb being the Caleb and the quarterback that we need him to be. He's going to go through the rookie ups and downs. I know some people hope not see that or think that because he got the generational tag that somehow all of a sudden changes what we've seen out of over 100 years of football. I hate to tell y'all, sometimes rookie quarterback struggles. He's going to have that as well, but it seems like from what we've seen, he's already learning from the mistakes that he made early on, and so that's what you want to see over the course of the season. Not an avoidance of mistakes. It's how he learns and develops from those mistakes and how quickly he does so. And it seems like he's doing that well already. Like I said, commanding the huddle. That's the thing that
Yeah,
we heard yesterday in the press conferences, and that everybody's kind of echoed so far, is that Caleb Williams comes into that huddle and he is the leader there. And so those are the type of things that you want to see from Caleb. The plays like that, being able to catch one of his own misses basically and run it. That's great. That's a great athletic play. We know Caleb can be a great athlete. That's not the question. It's how he develops as a quarterback in this rookie season. And I think the things are looking in the right direction for that overall.
I need the
Uh,
clip to that. I ain't see
I know
somebody do that since
they
Marcus.
still haven't released the clip to it yet.
Yeah, I ain't seen that motherfucker since Marcus Mariota. Like, like honest. Well, now that I think about it, we might not see many clips coming from because we're hard now. Because we already
Yeah,
know how
with Hard
strict
Knocks,
they.
that's a fact.
We already know how strict they are, even
Yeah.
at like just regular training camps in the past. So I'm pretty sure they got that shit round up tight, like no phones, damn near. So yeah, I don't think we gonna. I don't expect to see that much clips out. We probably just gonna get hella pictures,
Okay.
which we did.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, that's a good point as well to talk about the fact that we may not get a lot of clips because of Hard Knocks. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's a great point. Seems like also the offensive line. So as far as updates to the offensive line that we've heard so far, Larry Borum did step in as the starting left tackle because Braxton Jones ended up going down in that. Seems like Ryan Bates did get that start. He started off with the first team on offense on that offensive line, but Doug Kramer also saw some reps at the starting center as well, which is a little surprising. We haven't really heard a lot of Doug Kramer's name.
Like,
We got Bobby in the building. How you feeling, Bobby? Look, every time we see Bobby, he adds something new to the background. Now we got a show. Shout out to Bobby, bro.
I'm trying. I told you we've been assembling shit for 2 weeks. What up, yo?
What's good, fam, man? How you feeling about the things coming out so far? We were just talking about going into the offensive line. Nate Davis, a full participant. Ryan Bates got the first look at center. Doug Kramer followed that up. And then Larry Borum, somebody who I kind of still expect to get cut, filled in for Braxton Jones as that starting tackle with him going down. How you feeling about the offensive line, Bobby?
I'm okay with it, man. These guys are gonna show up. Matt Eberflus pretty much came and said that he gonna have a number of combinations out there, so Caleb can work with different groups. And then on the opposing side for the defensive line, he want different personnel up in there too, so they can show him as many defensive fronts as possible. You know what I'm saying? So they can, start to ramp them up in the right way. So I love it. Obviously, once we get deeper into training camp, you definitely want to see more of the who's going to be the eventual starters, working with Caleb, building that chemistry, that continuity, so we can hit the ground running for sure.
Yeah, that's an absolute fact. Absolute fact. And the thing with this is I know that I've echoed, and a lot of people said one of my biggest concerns is this offensive line. But if it could stay healthy, like that goes a long way in fixing a lot. We're talking about Nate Davis, Tevin Jenkins, Braxton Jones. If those guys can stay healthy, it goes a point in the right direction because we have added a lot of versatile weapons on that offensive line. Almost everybody that we've either signed or drafted that's an offensive lineman can play multiple positions. So getting a lot of those different looks, I think, is going to be important as well to kind of find the right combinations in the right situation. And that's up to Shane Waldron and the offensive line coach to figure out.
Facts, because some of these guys, they actually gonna be coming in some heavy pass pros too, depending on the situation. If it's raining, you're gonna have to run a little bit more. If it's, hey, we trying to ice this game and close out the game, you're gonna have to run the ball. So, hey, get these guys comfortable, put them in multiple positions so you can know. Because offensive linemen, these guys are battling every single play. So injuries are going to happen with these guys. Maybe a little, a dink or a doink here or something like that. So I'm good with it. I love to see it. It is just a start. It's more to come. It's
definitely more to come. It's definitely more to come.
Hey, that's just had it come out, Steve. Oh, my bad.
Nah, I'm gonna use that shit, motherfucker. You got a little doink on your leg.
For real.
I'm gonna use that.
Yeah,
For real.
man. Overall, it seems like
ass, bro.
That's
no, that kind of no daddy. Fuck that. Hold on. That bad. I take that back. Shit.
Hey, that's how it goes sometimes. You feel me?
Yeah. I mean, listen. Overall, like, for what the first day of training camp can be, right? I don't want to overstate it or act like it's something extremely too deep. It seems like the Bears had a good first practice. They got in the works, got in the reps, and they're still doing what we've known them to do since Matt Eberflus has been the coach. They're going to try a lot of different people at a lot of different situations. In positions to see what that perfect lineup is. But I'm glad to hear that Javon Dexter had a really big first day, because I'm telling you what, Javon Dexter, if he steps up and has a big season, it completely changes the complexity of that defensive line.
My goodness. Steve-O, you can go ahead and chime in before I go.
I already said my piece. You go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say that man Javon Dexter, bro. You out here, you working and you looking like you prime and ready to go, bro. I just hope that he live up to the bill. I believe he will, but you already know sometimes it can go other ways. So I just hope that this young fella is ready to rock and roll and show what he's made of. The conditioning, and him excelling in that. And that's what I like about. That's why I look at this organization right now as having a big opportunity to start doing what Ryan Poles set out to do. Take the North, never really give it back, and staying competitive. These guys are constantly getting high character guys. This season, Javon Dexter worked with the defensive ends, some that's not technically his position. Last year, Darnell Wright did a whole different type of conditioning thing just to get drafted. This is what I'm loving to hear. These young guys are doing things to set the standard that they want to compete. They showing that they got some type of dog mentality, and I love it. And they're young. They're youth. This youth movement, man, all throughout Chicago. Very, very exciting right now.
Absolutely. And Jalen Johnson got this to say, and this had me hyped. He said this: I feel like it's one of those Alabama versus Georgia type things. I mean, you're going against 5-star people every day in practice. When you get to the game and you're going against it, in theory, you're going against 3 stars. It's a completely different ball game. That's when you start dominating other teams. You're so used to going against dogs after dog after dog in practice. That is, and he was talking more so about the cornerbacks versus the wide receivers. Listen, gang, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Iron sharpens iron, and the fact that we got the deep wide receiver core that we have with those cornerbacks, that you better be going dog after dog in practice, bro. Period.
Got to, and especially with the veterans that's on this team as well. Like, especially like you said, he was talking about mainly the receiving core that you got. So yeah, when you going, it's basically you seeing every type of receiver in the league that you're gonna see with these 3 off rip. You got Keenan that know everything, every coverage, every release, every route, all that shit. And then you have DJ, who you got prepared for after the fact that you can't tackle him because you're gonna miss that first tackle 80% of the time. So you got to worry about things that he's good at. Then you got Rome, who is a hybrid of all 3, both of them. So it's just like, and he's bigger than what people realize and faster than what people realize. It just sets you up like that, especially with the online. Like you said earlier, we're a pretty good online when healthy. And the fact that our D line is only getting better, especially with the rise with Dexter, like by week 10, we might be rolling.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and hearing too, like Keenan Allen talked about Caleb Williams calling plays, which is a big thing from college to now, is that the fact that that's why I do like that the Bears gave him the full playbook, because he's going to be in that huddle. He's going to have the right to, and they're going to give him the leeway to change the plays as he sees fit. And it seems like Caleb is really adjusting to that part of it well. And if we can get an offensive defense, so often last season we had games where the offense looked good and the defense couldn't close it out with the offense, or vice versa. We just got to get shit on the same page. If we are on that same page, I know Steve will say by week 10, well, our bye week's week 7, right? That's by then that gives you basically six weeks to start the season to get on the same page. By week 8, which is 2 months into the season, we need to be rocking and rolling on the second half of that season, bro. And if we can get that, the sky's the limit for this Bears team, man.
I'm with you on that, because within by the time we hit that bye, we got some challenges. You got the Jaguars you're gonna handle. You got the Colts that you got to deal with. You got the Texans that you got to deal with. So you're gonna have some challenges. Once you go into that bye week, you should be cleaning up some stuff and ready to go, because those first 3 games after the bye week are very, very winnable. But the Bears got to take it, because this the NFL. Ain't nobody gonna hand it off to you. So they got to be ready to roll. They're going to have some mistakes, though. Some people, Bears fans, just prepare for a few mistakes. They're going to clean it up eventually, hopefully. But let's have at least a little bit of patience for the first few weeks of this season, because they're going to have to right the ship and get right. And hopefully we get to see some glimpses of what the offensive identity will be. I believe the identity for the defense is kind of set, at least a little bit. You know, it could change this season, but the offense, hopefully we establish an identity to where we gonna run it up on you, and we gonna close out games when we have to.
That's a fact.
And prepare that the style of play might not be what y'all think as well either.
That's an interesting thing, because you're right. Like we have an idea of what the style of play may look like, right? But we don't know for sure what that's going to be. And it could be very different, because like Shane Waldron, one thing he does do, and I got to give Shane Waldron credit for, is he adapts his system to the personnel and what they're telling. If you look at it, their run pass balance changed every year in Seattle under Shane Waldron, because he was adjusting to what the personnel was telling them was going to be their strongest thing to do. And so it could be very different. Could definitely
because quite honest with you, I've been telling people this, and they ain't trying to. A lot of people ain't trying to hear it, because they understand what weapons we got right now. But I think a lot of people forget that we picked up DeAndre Swift. I think we're gonna be a pretty run heavy team for at least the first half of the season.
That's exactly where I was gonna go. I would say it was gonna be a little more run heavy, but I think you start seeing, like, once, you know what I'm saying, things open up and you can kind of see, like, how Matt LaFleur kind of started to open up for Jordan Love.
That's a perfect process.
You know what I'm saying? You started to open it up, and then he got more comfortable, and he was able to take advantage of it. And I think the same thing is right there for the Chicago Bears, and it can be a lot more potent.
Flus is right there. You got a clear example right there. Use it.
We got Tyrese here, who clearly been hitting that cognac early with this spelling, my boy. But I said Big Dex and Zach P will have a monster season on bro in my Bobby voice. This is, I think, what he meant there. Hey, bro. Listen. I guess it's not too early to start on the cognac, but
it ain't too early. It's actually time right now.
It is cognac time. It's cognac time, bro. But that's
hell no, not cognac.
Tequila,
maybe something else.
Reposado,
I about to say maybe something else.
We'll get right with some reposado.
Hey, I don't want to smell reposado ever again.
Wait, was it good reposado, or was it because cheap reposado?
It was real good.
What was it? What's the brand?
What you mean, Don Julio? What you talking about?
That's not good tequila. We're gonna teach you later down the road, bro. Like, Don Julio's not good tequila, bro.
The best Don Julio is the highest price one. DNA ho.
DNA ho, they good too. That's decent.
It says having command of the huddle and being able to beat the defense in the short game is a form of a long career as a quarterback. That's what Brady did to the NFL for years. Listen, if he has that command over that short game, especially early with the running game, that's what you want to see from Caleb early. Then start building up, taking those shots down the field, things like that. And the thing is that we're going to have that when you look at Gerald Everett, Cole Kmet, using DeAndre Swift, using Roshan Johnson in the passing game. I didn't even talk about the receivers yet. And when you can pick who you want to put in the slot based off your matchup between DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and Rome Odunze, that's a cheat code, bro. This may be the first year I'm actually playing with the Bears on Madden online. I always play with my Bears personally, but I don't really play with the Bears a lot online against people. This may change that this
I ain't
season.
played with the Bears since we had Brandon Marshall.
Yeah.
That was the last time. And Alshon Jeffries with his bitch ass.
Look at this motherfucking C-Dub coming here literally at the last minute. You supposed to be live calling a Bulls game.
Hey man, I'm here, man. My bad, man. I gotta make runs, bro.
Hey, that game finna be ass anyway. Everybody ducking.
Listen. Everybody connects out. Bronny James. I just wanted to see modest dunk on Bronny James. That's all I wanted to see.
Man, that's gonna happen too. Y'all be.
It's not because he's not playing. He ducking. Why all the top rookies ducking my boy, bro?
That's what I'm saying. What we doing? Why y'all hiding?
Because I ain't seen no injury last game.
I ain't seen a white boy have this many niggas shook in a minute, bro. Like, I don't know when's the last time this happened, bro.
Mama just spit this damn drink out.
Hey, bro, they are ducking that
this shit
though.
felt like 0-2 with Eminem.
How did Tory Taylor do today?
Oh, man.
Punter? You want to know how the punter did, bro?
You worried about? What are you asking about kickers to start off?
Yeah, how he do today, bro?
Man, foots in the chat.
Did he kick it? Did he kick it 100 yards down the field?
Probably 200. Y'all, you better put some respect on Tory Taylor's name, bro. Like,
rumor has it he kicked it into the trees.
I have this comeback. Why should I? He's a kicker.
Because he's a kicker that's going to put us in great position a lot.
You said, why should I? I'm gonna give you a name, Cody fucking Parkey.
See, it's stuff like that. That's exactly why you went bald at 16. It's that type of hate in your heart, bro.
Nigga said 16.
He was a grown man at 16.
Wait a minute. What
he
Cody
Parkey
got to do with
at
a
16?
I don't know a big guy relationship would have been that good if you took my head at 16, nigga.
I grew up on the south side. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress.
You have to be mad at the Lord at 16.
That's crazy, bro.
Pissed off.
But all jokes aside, Dub, man, how you feeling? I know we've all kind of touched on it, man, but how you feeling about so far? Caleb Williams, Javon Dexter looking amazing in training camp. Nate Davis being a full participant on day one. How you feeling about the details coming out of training camp so far, Dub?
First of all, I'm just glad to see that football is finally back, and I'm glad the guys is amped up and they ready to play. But I had some key takeaways from this. First of all, this guy, Caleb Williams, he got great touch on the deep ball, bro. It just looked clean. I can't wait to see a real game action with this kid with these weapons on the field. 2, Nate Davis participated, so everybody can calm down and chill out and relax. I knew this was gonna be the tell-all. If he start this damn training camp, not participated, then we get on his ass. But he participated 100% today. Dexter was awesome. I'm sure y'all got to that earlier. Dexter was a beast today. This is what we wanted to see. It's the first game. Everybody gets amps the first game. Let's see if he can continue this throughout the training camp and into the preseason. But overall, just excited that the Bears is back, bro. They back.
We back.
Let's go.
We right.
Football's back. That's the thing. That's the most important thing in all of this, man. You know who Javon Dexter looked like today? Not in the regular when he played football, but he looked like Lawrence Taylor in Any Given Sunday. The haircut, everything. Go back and look at LT when he was in Any Given Sunday. Specifically Any Given Sunday, bro. The chain and the haircut, the box cut at the same. He looked like LT out there, bro.
Damn, do I even remember how LT looked? He just dark.
He was looking like Booker
and
T
black as a motherfucker too. But I wasn't gonna say that.
He was looking like Booker T when he was Harlem Heat.
Oh no, he look in that case he looked like Stevie Ray. That's who he looked like.
Yeah, he looked like Stevie for real. He looked like Stevie Ray like a motherfucker. Like he looked like Stevie Ray, like big as fuck. Yeah. Oh, that mother, yeah.
Yeah, man. Hard Knocks is gonna be fun. Do we know when Hard Knocks debuts? Do we have a date on that
checked
yet?
it yesterday. August 6th is the first episode. August
shit,
6th.
that's 2 weeks
first
away.
Episode. That's
What
a Tuesday. Y'all be ready.
At what time it airs? 7?
I don't know. I don't think they released the time, but I definitely know that it's August 6th.
Let's get it, man. What the hell? So
real.
they play before the stuff come out.
Yeah, we'll have our
That's
first
what they
preseason
do.
game
Hall
comes out.
of Fame
August
game,
6th
August
at
3rd.
9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Time.
Let's go. Let's go. It's gonna be like, what is it? An hour, couple hours. Have a
Do
little
9 o'clock. Do a 9 o'clock reaction on my mom.
Yes, that's gotta happen, bro.
It's
We got
gonna
to,
happen.
bro.
We're gonna
You
be
see
out.
what
Go ahead.
You see what they did for Walking Dead and stuff like that? That's how you know what I'm saying? We got to get in. We're gonna be excited to see this team. What?
Let's go.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Any last thoughts, fellas, before we get up out here, man? Go watch this Bulls game.
Hey, man. I'm just glad football back. I'm glad, bro. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm tired of that damn whistle in basketball. If I hear one more fucking whistle, I might punch something. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just tired of basketball.
I'm excited. The best sport in the world is back.
Hey man, it's gonna be a fun season. Either y'all gonna get to see us talk about a lot of fun football, or you're gonna get to see us on here in pain every Sunday. It's one or two. At least it's entertaining for y'all either way, bro. Like that's all.
I ain't trying to be in pain no more.
I'm trying to be
Bro,
excited.
I'm not trying to be either.
It's
But,
been a whole lot of pain, bro. We strong. Y'all can tell we still here, bro. How many wins we had? How many?
10 in 2
Total of
years.
10. Yes.
10?
2 seasons.
Did y'all know there was an Any Given Sunday too?
No.
No.
He must be stopped.
Bro,
It must
what?
be stopped, bro.
What?
Like it gotta be. Come on, y'all.
Oh, all the remakes and stuff that's been going on
Tubi
lately.
gotta stop, bro. Like
Tubi.
stop giving niggas
Oh,
cameras,
Tubi?
bro.
Yeah, we got they must be stopped.
They gotta be
Tubi must
stopped,
be
bro.
It's just some
Gotta be
classics
stopped,
you
bro.
can't touch, bro.
I was
You can't
over
touch.
Tubi when I saw that the trailer to that one movie where the lady got out of jail and shot her husband and his new mistress, and it was literally just her going like this. And I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done, bro. They added the little flash at the end of her finger of her going like this. I'm like, bro, I'm done.
No, fuck that. I see this. I was watching. I swear to God, I was watching Tubi. They was having a shootout. The dude was behind the tree. That motherfucker cocked his gun. The dude that and tried to shoot the dude behind the tree. He said, "Pow!" And the bullet slide around the damn tree. But you didn't see no blood. You just see him go.
They ignorant, bro. Tubi do better, bro.
Who gave y'all money to make this bullshit?
They ain't using no money.
People watching though. That's the crazy part.
People love it, bro. Do you see how many people be talking about Tubi got better movies than Netflix? No, you just
They
fucking
lying.
bored, bro.
I say
Touch some
you don't know,
guy.
Yeah, I say if you like Tubi movies, you don't know what talent is,
Bro.
Man.
Bro, we can right now. My camera right here looks better than most Tubi movies cameras, bro.
and I can act better than half of them motherfuckers.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't watched one Tubi
Me
movie.
either. I
ain't
see
watched one.
little clips on Facebook. I'm like, this is not for me.
I seen a motherfucker get slapped with a pan. I said, we using fucking food objects, a pan.
That's hilarious, man. All right, we're getting up out of here, man. I love you guys, man. We make sure you following us at Chi Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and or voicemail, number to do so, 773-242-9336. We're the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We out this bitch. Chi-Town up, bear down, y'all.